listen, the Suns absolutely should be able to beat the Pelicans without Devin Booker, even if he doesn't come back the rest of the series. But this is a potential disaster for their chances to win the title. They needed this to be a fast series. Now I'm not sure it will be. And B, I understand that they were 5-2 over a 7-game stretch when Booker hurt his other hamstring earlier in the year when Chris Paul played. But that's not the playoffs, and that's not with Luka Doncic looming, in round 2 to torture them for 2 weeks. And Brew, here, it's like we forget this every year with the NBA playoffs, but more often than not, there is a critical injury. And I hope this is not that. I think that the Mavs can beat the Suns if they're full strength. But last year, I don't know they would have won the title, but the Lakers' season went to hell when Anthony Davis got hurt after being up 2-1. 2020 was pretty clean injury-wise, maybe because there had been the time off because of the bubble. 2019, Kevin Durant. 2018, Chris Paul. 2015, Kyrie Irving with the Cavs. Like 5 of the last 8 postseasons, there's been a championship-level team that has potentially been derailed by one of their stars getting hurt. And so I hope that's not this. Even if that is this, I don't think the Suns are in any risk of losing round 1. But they can't beat the Mavs without Booker being fully healthy. I don't even know if you think they could, and you love them. So I think this is potentially it's the biggest moment of the postseason thus far.
Yeah, I agree with you, Nick. There's no doubt about it. Look, they should be able to get past the Pelicans, but yeah, they're not winning the West. Could they get past Dallas with Booker at, 70%? I think so, but certainly it'd be a tight series and could go either way. So this is big. But you mentioned they were 5-2 without Booker in that one stretch where he missed 7 games. They were 8-6 overall without Booker this season, and they didn't really beat any good teams. They beat the Wilds' frisky Magic once, maybe twice, but those are the caliber of teams they were beating without Booker. So again, while they can outlast New Orleans, they're not going far in the Western Conference playoffs without Devin Booker. So I think that they will err on the side of caution. All right, and don't rush him back for game 3, certainly, maybe not even for game 4. Make sure you can get him as right as possible before you bring him back. But let me say this. They need an attitude adjustment, all right, against these Pelicans.
Oh.
Because it was like they came out in the series. Seriously, it's tied 1-1. And don't forget, when Devin Booker went out with 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter, they were down 77-74. So they are playing like the Pelicans are playing with like a team with house money, right? Dude, they can't have nothing to lose. They've already won just by getting here. While the Suns are playing like a team, Wilds, that is now understanding what it's like to be the hunted. All their whole stretch, ever since they went 8-0 in the bubble, 8-0 in the bubble, they have been the hunter. All right, nobody expected much last year. They win 51 games. They get to the finals. Nobody expected any of that. And now this year, they are the hunted, and they came out in game 1 and punched New Orleans in the mouth. Went up big in the first half of game 1. Since then, Wilds, the last 6 quarters, they've been outscored by 19 points. And that's with Booker playing 5 of those quarters. So they need to adjust their attitude, buckle down on defense. They gave up 55% shooting last night. This is one of the best defensive teams in the league. Get your transition defense together and start buckling down so this series doesn't get hairy without Devin Booker.
The question for you is this, Broussard. Do you think the Suns need to do all these different things and change their attitude? Or perhaps does Chris Broussard need to change his pick? Seems like you got a little bit nervous. You were early on the Suns.
Thank you.
Oh, we're going to the finals. Now I feel a little trepidation. Oh, the Suns need to do this and this and this and this and this and this. Like, well, no. Maybe
before
you just
Brew
need to change your
answers,
pick.
let me piggyback on that real quick. Because Brew is sitting here, like grasping, like The Suns, they're playing with a sense of entitlement, like they're the champs, like they don't have a chip on their shoulder. Well, maybe that's because the Suns saw the most respected NBA voice in the world, the wise elder of First Things First, say 6 weeks ago they are going to cruise to a title. Maybe you should have used a little bit of your Bud List magic on your beloved Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
Because they are operating, you're telling me they're operating like a team that thinks this is a fait accompli. So maybe you're working against your own pick here, buddy.
I see what's happening. All right, Nick is trying to pounce on me just because that's what Nick does. He likes to pounce on people. Wilds, as he alluded to in the intro to the show, he's bothered. Now he's flip-flopping all over the place. Yesterday, the T-Wolves were world beaters. Today, he's back off of them onto the Grizzlies. You're trying to bring misery loves company. Here's the thing you guys got to understand, and why I'm so relaxed about the Suns. This is house money. If Devin Booker gets injured, if Devin Booker's injured, then all bets are off. You can't hold me to the Suns winning the championship if their best player can't play or if he's playing with on a bad leg. Man, I'm cruising. If Devin Booker can't come back, guess where I'll go? I'll go to San Francisco and check out those Warriors. I'm just letting you know. Not yet, because I think Book will be back. But if he can't come back, I'm just moseying down, going further west to the Golden State. That's all I'm saying. I'm chilling.
Brew's picks of teams that are in the finals for this season is going to end up looking like the back of Moses Malone's trading cards the last 8 years of his career. It's like, my God, there's a quarter of the league on that. Like it was Brooklyn, it was Milwaukee, there was a brief flirtation with Philadelphia, then it was back to Brooklyn, it was the Lakers, it was the Suns, now we're Golden State. That's a quarter of the league.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.